iDiski Times, now available in stores around the country.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. Kaizer Chiefs fans throwing missiles at the coach and the coaching team. Looks like the scenes we saw last season with Arthur Zwane. It's very early for Omule Fenseki. Junior Kanye was saying when we were talking about Omule Fenseki that he's not going to finish the season. He said it a few months ago when Chiefs announced Omule Fenseki, and it is starting now. And that's not going to end because it's going to be based on results. If you win, they're not going to do that. If you lose, they're going to throw things at you. You're going to need a police escort. So it's starting to get worrisome a little bit with Kaizer Chiefs fans regarding their coach as well. I don't know who starts these kind of things. I don't know what happens. I know that it's because you lose a match and people are not happy. But I don't know why. Like at what? Because I think as football fans, even myself, Nabotso, all of us as football fans, we get it. Like he's a Manchester United fan. I'm a Chelsea fan. Last season with Chelsea, I had to endure the most difficult season I've ever seen with Chelsea. For the past maybe 20-something years, I've been a Chelsea fan because we had a new ownership and we were not doing well. I think we take it that with football and following a football club, there will be a phase where we're not doing well. Orlando Pirates, when they've not been doing well, they do it as well. Sundowns fans, I remember Tso Vilakazi at the beginning, even the day Steve Kompela Ati, sometimes fans use coaches as toilets. It was after Sundowns in Maritzburg United, and Steve Kompela was the coach at Maritzburg United around 10 years ago. And Ati, when people want to relieve themselves, they use coaches as toilets. It was because the fans wanted to beat coach Tso Vilakazi. So I don't know, like there's this thing of us not being able to take negative results. And I don't think that that's fair because it's only been 4 matches. If anything, you should be angry at the management, the Kaizer Chiefs, because they're the one who gave Omule Fenseki was not good enough. There's no way he's not going to win the league. He's never done anything in South African football in terms of a PSL, and they gave him that job. You should question their incompetence, if anything. You should question them and not beat that coach. That coach has to accept the job because all of us, even me, I will accept it. It would be a dream come true to coach Kaizer Chiefs or Orlando Pirates or Sundowns. He's going to accept it because it's money. You're going to be paid. You're going to be paid. It's a contract worth millions. You know, Mr. So, I'm so sorry for this. What do you make of that game? Maybe let's start with what happened at the end there with the coach, and whether are we going to see this in other matches as well?
Yes, sir. Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Junior, ngibulise Machaka, ngibulise Justice. Ngibulise namakhaya. Ngicela support njalo la iDiskiTV. Ngizobeka nje benjalo ngitshile futhi. I'm so disappointed, Mr. Kyo. I'm very, very disappointed. You know, ibonisa the side yethu thina abantu abamnyama appreciate when somebody does things. Mr. Kyo, in football, I always say there's always going to be 3 results in the game. You win, you lose, you draw. Expect that when you go to the stadium and watch your team plays. Last week, everyone was saying he's a hero. Today he's losing a game. Now we hit him. It's very touching to me that if
it's too early so far.
Yeah, it's as I angikhona ukukhuluma kahle the way I'm so disappointed now the way inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu kakhulu ukuthi how are we treating our coaches. Mr. Nkewu, no one wants to go to the game afika afuna ukuthi I lose lapha. Everyone wants to win, but on that day of the game it is going to go back to say who wants it more than the other one. That's it. It's always like that. But now if it is Galaxy, they did what they're supposed to do. They've pushed hard. And, you know, yes, they deserve a win because of the hard work that they've put in the game. But, yeah, that's sad. And if people have got issues, I mean, there's always a management. Management is not dealing with supporters with why this, why that, why this, why that. And then for in the field things, there's a coach who for the dealing all those dollars. So if there's issues, about issues about his office in, let the office deal with that.
Yeah, it has to be said as well that there were probably, I don't know what's the capacity in Mbombela. We could assume there were 30 or 40,000 people there today, right? Yeah. Whoever threw something was not more than 10 people. the portals that we saw. If it was 10 people, it's still there are 40,000 people who didn't participate in that. So that's a good thing that it was not everyone; it was just a bunch of fans. And it's a shame that because it's still too early. Even with me saying it's too early, it's like saying that wait until he loses more, then you can start throwing. It's never right to throw. But let's go back to the game. So this lack of ukuhlutuka kwenhliziyo umushaywa iqembu elincane kunawe. You're losing against a team that you should not be losing against. TS Galaxy, they deserve what they did today. They should have scored more. Well done, Brendan Peterson. They should have scored more. At what point does it would be an injection? I've seen it with actually when I was 10, 11, 12 and you were 17, 18, 19, you were playing for Paris. I've seen you guys playing Gubo Pop Save Super Bowl, Nidland Super Sport. There's one tournament that you guys were playing in a cup game where someone won with golden goal. I think it was Supersport just kept on scoring. Either Ichomo Cosmos or Supersport, they just kept on scoring Nibuye. They score Nibuye. And I remember watching that game, and maybe I was 11 or 12, and you guys just kept on coming back because in your hearts, you were fucking Orlando Pirates. You were like, no ways, we're not going to lose. Sometimes you'd lose, but you could see Wuti in chase a game, and you guys won it in golden goal in a cup competition. And on a Monday, it was Soccer Zone, the World of Soccer at the time. We watched that game again, and families all over South Africa, they watched that and they're like, Pirates and they won. And we talk about it at school as well. At what point, as a big team, do you not have these players that say, there's no way we're going to give up losing here. We can lose, but we are not going to give up. We're going to chase this game.
Mr. Gil, one, I'll start and look at management. The people that were bringing in the team, are they hungry enough from where they were playing or from where they were working? Bebabonisa the hunger of winning now. Because remember, Mr. Keo, if you want to put the team together, you need people that they are very hungry. Amanda bafuna abalambile that they wanna work. Bafuna ukusebenza push out umsebenzi. Because to be honest, really honest, the Chiefs, they don't have those players. I can't know one that I will say, look at this boy, he's like, even Mangatua Ungampula Inyao, he will still gonna force and go to the field of play. We need those players. The Chiefs is a big team, Mr. Keo. I want those boys to understand that when we talk, we don't criticize as one because of we want to criticize them. But we want them to pull up their socks. We know this team in Mr. Keo, it used to have Ita. When we talk about the late Tabang Mulifi, about Frank Maku, about Dr. Kumalo, about yeah. So when you get that jersey, you need to remember what konje ubanibani wayifaka le cheese le esikhuse wayifaka le cheese le abothabo then you just wear le jersey nje and then ungena nje field ni ngathi you are doing a favor to us. No, it doesn't work like that. So these boys for me they just not that they are bad players. People must understand these players are good. They just need to push more hard. When you push more hard, sometimes when you work hard in the game, things that turn out for you, because you're pushing yourself in the game. But if you're not pushing yourself in the game, it's normal. So that's what they're doing. I want them to work more hard. They're decent players, and they can improve. They can be really good, because for me it's only that hanganyana, that umfuyana, because when Pera came, Bible leader 1-0, there's no agents. Agents to show good. Hey, come on guys, bias leader 1-0. You don't have to wait till 5 minutes left. Then Kanamanja send the actor immediately. The action in Jelani live, it needs to be that side. Immediately, you are la pana, sit la pana, na kokota la pana for an equalizing goal. But yeah, well done to the keeper. Yes, he made a mistake. But nevertheless is that he managed to try to keep the pride of the team, because I think those were sure I would say 99% goal opportunity, and then the keeper was there to say, "Look, no, this is what I'm talking about, Mr. Q. That the reaction of that boy in those 2 saves. That's what I expect from the inside players to say, show that anger. Look at the keeper. He made a mistake. He didn't look down and say, and then the next shot goes in. No. But what happened is that he made a mistake and then he said, no, I don't want anything to pass me. Again, yes, he made a save. First save. The second one, I mean, what more do you ask from a keeper that made a mistake, correct his mistake, save 2 opportunities for TS Galaxy to get those 2 goals.
Yeah, a good plan, before I let you go, good plan by TS Galaxy.
Yeah.
They knew what they were trying to do. You could see how they were going to score. We are going to just hit them behind. Just like Orlando Pirates, really, it's a similar problematic system where you don't necessarily have defenders on your fullbacks. You have people who you also want to attack with. And in those same spaces, there are people who can exploit it. If you play with a very clever against a clever coach, he can exploit that space as well. Good plan for them.
Very, very good. And Shilo Mr. Kiyo ngathi mina bazoyibona. And once wayibona, because I've seen ukuthi unabafana futhi aba-quick laphana phambili. So uzoyenza lento le ukuthi uzouse those spaces. And I even pointed at some action lapha mina phe. Look at uFroster ukuthi kuphi. Ule phezulu esifi ngathi uyi right wing. Then what happened? They played that. And they pega a goal coming from kuphi. Ama save lawa wenzile Peterson action come from kuphi because Froster was there up. So in that hole, no one was there. Now it's forced Umsimang to do what? To go there. And remember, a centre back, Mauzo keeper, making a run with keeper to that big box. He's not sure what is it that he needs to do. So that's why he made a mistake. Umsimang lapana, but you know, this is a mistake for kids. You know, why do you want to promise now? Hey, everyone comes back, so we're safe. But yeah, well done, TS Galaxy, well done, coach, well done to the boys, and yeah, you did very well. You knew what is it that you wanted. Lapana came in, and it happened exactly using Lontuza Lundo Gutle Mbata on the left, stretching that defense. And when they go up, you said that to the players about Lapana Pambil, and that's what they did, and they well done.
There you go. That's TS Galaxy winning against Kaizer Chiefs in the DSTV Premiership. That is it then. That's the DSTV Premiership. It's literally formulating and forming a picture that looks like the picture that we saw last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and maybe minus 2020 because Chiefs were ahead for a very long time. But before that, and before that, and before that, for 6 seasons in a row, the picture emerges very early on. By the time it's September, like, depression, I'm like, oh no, like seriously, is it all over? Yeah, but so the picture is starting to emerge like that. But yeah, as long as Gavin Hunt is always within touching distance, maybe that's the dark horse that we all can put our hopes on. But yeah, Sundowns being Sundowns, well done to them. They deserve everything that's coming their way in terms of their quality and their planning and taking this thing very seriously. It is iDiskiTV, it is Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.